Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. Now this is a T92 HMC, that's the tier 10 American SPG, and we're located on the south spawn of Malinovka. Now the commander of this vehicle is ineedcoffeedude. Yes, he's one of the founders of What Arty Noobs, and he's in battle in an SPG, and you can see he's got 2 stars, 2 marks of excellence on his barrel. So ineedcoffeedude is a good player. In fact, I don't think any of you need to know that, because you know he's a good player, because you've probably seen quite a few of his replays before. And he's backing into the trees as he's reloading. And I'm just going to switch to external view. Okay, he's ready to go, but he's not loaded yet. He's still got a little while to wait. The round is going in. Almost ready. Okay, he's ready to shoot. He fires around where he thinks the enemy will be. They normally hide by that rock, and there didn't appear to be an explosion, so I suspect he hit something. I'm very sure that he hit something, because somebody always goes to that rock just to spy and see if they can find the enemy and shoot at them through the bush. So pretty sure that he hit something. But he's now having to wait for the reload to complete. He's 3/4 of the way there now. Now his next shot, I think he's going to try and hit the corner where enemy tanks normally hide out when they're shooting south. But instead, I think he's going to go look on the counter battery. Can he spot the tracer from the enemy Arty? Well, there's 2 enemy Arty. There's an Object 261 and an M40 M43. Now I think they'll more than likely be on the other side of the water, but ineedcoffeedude is having a look in this grid square, A2. Oh, there was the tracer! I'm not sure Dave saw it. No, I don't think he did. There was a tracer there for a brief second, slightly south of the position where he's aiming right now. I suspect that will be the M40 M43. It's got a faster reload time. Or has it actually? I'm now thinking maybe it doesn't actually. I think the reload time of the 261 and the M40 M43 are about the same. Okay, right. Some enemy have turned up on top of the hill, so Dave's got to divert his attention. And he's got a target there, which is I think it's a Patriot. Not sure it is a Patriot. But round out. Oh, we got a big hit. 1,156 hit points there. Actually, it's showing as Object 430. And what he picked up was, he picked up 663 hit points of direct damage, and then got stun assist off that directly afterwards. But I think one of his teammates was also damaged by the stun, unless that was stun from the enemy tanks. Well, his tanks are forming a line, and the enemy is a little further down the hill. But we've got a bunch of them here, well, one of them here actually, and this is a 110. Okay, he's pulling back behind that rock, and that round hits him. 535 hit points, and that's useful because that will allow his teammate. We actually did damage his teammate, the Conqueror, with the splash when that shell went in. So he is definitely going to be fined for damaging his teammate. Okay, right, that 110 is still very badly damaged though. He's only got 20% of his hit points left, and he's been taken out. He's gone. Okay. Right, we've got an AMX M440-51 there, and just behind him is a Lurver. And it appears that the other Arty on his team, which is an M40 M43, is doing some work because he's hit them as well. They've both been stunned, and he just took out, or just hit, the Lurver. Got a nice hit on him. In fact, actually, he's picking up a lot of stun assists there. In fact, actually, it was a stun that he actually managed to get. He got the hit on the AMX M451 for 120 hit points. Oh, actually, sorry, correction. He got a 575 hit point hit on the Lurver, but he splashed the AMX M451 at the same time. and then he's picked up stun assist afterwards. Sorry, I was reading it incorrectly. Okay, T54 down by the houses, and he hits a splash there. A splash for 396 hit points. It's got a big footprint, the T92. If you're anywhere near it when the shell lands, unfortunately you're going to suffer big damage. Okay, and that T54 is retreating. He's had enough. But that E100 is not, and he's just taken out the T28. Oh my god, the T54's gone in the water to hide, actually, I think. But that's a bad mistake, because if he gets trapped under the water, and he was trapped under the water and he drowned. Now, I think that went down to the M40, M43, who actually spotted that T54 had gone into the water to protect himself, but made a fatal error. Now, we know that the E100 was by that building, and the wreck is being pushed. There's the E100. Okay. Is ineedcoffeedude going to go for the E100? No, he's going to go for the T10. Round out. And unfortunately, he only splashes him. But he does pick up some stun assist, and the T10's been taken out, so he's picked up the rest of the hit points as assist. Now, he's going to need to put some rounds in on that E100. I think that was a round that just came in there from the Striv. Okay, he's getting a request for fire on the E100. He's 3/4 of the way through his load cycle. Almost ready to go. That E100 is working under the impression that that wreck is going to protect him. It's not going to protect him at all. Any second now, he's going to feel the force of HE. But there's a Striv, an enemy Striv is spotted, and ineedcoffeedude changed his angle, his aim, just to shoot at the Striv. But now he's going to wait for the dial in again. Now, how many hit points can he extract from that? Oh, he got a direct hit! There was no explosion from his shell, but he definitely got a direct hit. Oh, he's down to 42% now, so yes, it was a big hit. It looks to me like the E100 used his medkit to get his crew back in working operation again, but he's backing away because he doesn't like receiving all those additional hits from ineedcoffeedude's teammates, and he's down to 28% of his health. Now, Dave's almost ready to fire again, but instead he's going to go for this Reveille, and that's a difficult shot because he's in the in that dip, and in order to get the shell on him, he has to accurately aim and hope the shell flies straight and true, otherwise he's just going to kick up a lot of water. And he needs to fire. Oh, he got a hit! He did get him. The shell did fly straight and true. And so that would have been a big hit on the Reveille because it was a direct hit. Right into his front. It probably hit his lower armour or his turret. Right, the team are moving up the rock because there's some tanks coming down. Now, Wizzy 111, I think, is coming down. And they've lost sight of it temporarily. The Reveille is probably licking his wounds right now. There's the Wizzy. Okay, they've requested fire on him. Dave's almost ready to go, but he can't hit the Reveille while it's the Wizzy while he's behind that rock. Now he's anticipating he's going to come around the other side. There he is. No, that's the Scorpion, and the Scorpion's been taken out. But he was killed by the Lorraine 40 ton. Now, Dave needs to hit this Wizzy. So that Scorpion appeared out of nowhere, actually. I think he'd been last seen, he was the other side of the map. But he managed to sneak over without being seen. I'm pretty sure that Wizzy's going to come back to this spot here. Dave's correctly judging that that's where he needs to aim for the next time the Wizzy appears. And I think that's where he's going to shoot. He's loaded. Waiting for him to appear. Oh, he didn't. He's sneaky. He went the other side. Dave realigns his aim. Now he's dialing in again. Now their Leopard's moving just to the other side, see if he can get a shot on the Wizzy. Now will he go back to the other side? He might. Dave thinks so too. Yes, he did. I think that's the side he's used to shooting on. Now he's changing his mind, turning. I don't think he wants to come out because he knows that he's going to be receiving shells from 2 Arty the moment he pokes his nose out. Oh, that Leopard is going through the field of fire. Dave can't fire at the moment because he hit his own teammate. And the Wizzy took a big hit there. And he's been hit by Arty too. Now we haven't seen... Oh, they got the Wizzy. Okay, now. The Reveille. We know he was last seen in that dip. I'm not sure he's still there. If anything, I think he would have come round the other side to assist his teammates and try and shoot at the Leopard and the Lorraine as they were trying to defend. But we've lost sight of him. And the E100 has moved up. But Dave can hit him from here. And if he could splash him to death from here, round out. Oh, he does! He gets the splash kill. And unfortunately, we don't know how many hit points he picked up there, but it's got to be substantial. It was only 9% of the E100's health, but that's another kill. And there's the enemy Arty, the Object 261. There's 2 enemy Arty, the M40 and the M43, and the Object 261's been killed. There's the Reveille. Yes, he did retreat. He did move away from that dip. After he was hit there once, he probably didn't want to stay there. And that was a round from the M40 M43, who's in the southeast corner of the map. Okay, ineedcoffeedude has... he's just adjusted his position, just in case the enemy Arty does fire at him, but... Okay, the Wizzy 14 is going for the cap. And the Lorraine 40T is coming down the hill. There, he's found the M40, M43. But Dave's staying on where he thinks that... Ooh, now the M40, M43 just shotgunned the Lorraine. Round out. Oh, he splashed the M40. He's killed him. He splashed him to death. So that's 2 tanks that he's splashed to death. So that's more hit points that we're going to see at the end that we didn't see during the battle or haven't been recorded. So I'm sure it's going to be a very high total. There's only 1 enemy left, the Reveille or Ravioli as Jingles correctly calls it. But Dave's only got 1 round of HE left and 3 rounds of premium. Yes, the Reveille was actually called the Ravioli, funnily enough, by some players, some users. Oh, and he's killed by the M40, M43, who was very quick off the mark. He aimed and shot very quickly. So that's the end of the battle. And 4 kills to that M40, M43. Well done. Let's have a look at the end of score, battle scores. It's an ace tanker for ineedcoffeedude in the T92 HMC. He also picked up a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits, screen incapacitations or module damage. He got 15 in that battle. And he picked up a Gore's medal. He did more damage, exceeding 10 times the hit points of his own vehicle. He got a Confederate because he hit more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. At least 6 tanks subsequently destroyed by other members of his team. And you can see the sheer number there. It's a huge number of the enemy that he did hit, but didn't kill. And he also picked up a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the battle. Now, I thought he was actually doing rather well because he did do an awful lot of damage and that wasn't recorded or wasn't seen. Now, we can see that now that he actually did 682 hit points of damage to the E100. He also did 494 to the Scorpion. And that Reveille shot that he fired when he was in the dip, 647 hit points. So that's a huge hit out of a huge chunk of the Reveille's health from that one shot alone. So he really was working very, very well indeed during that battle. But let's have a look at the team scores. Well, highest on damage, 4,707 hit points. And he was he beat the M40 M43, who actually managed to hoover up most of the kills as well. And when it came to kills, the M40 M43 and the Lorraine managed to share the honours at top of the table with 4 kills apiece. But the T92 managed to get joint second place with 2 kills. So well, at least he managed to get that. When it came to base XP, he was third with 1,112 hit points, but that's still in experience points rather, and that's still enough to get the ace tanker. And I'm sure the M40 M43 also picked up an ace tanker out of that battle, because it's a very high score, and that's a very high XP score as well. So let's have a look at the detailed report. Well, he fired 12 rounds, got 6 direct hits, 6 penetration and 7 splash. He did damage of 4,707 hit points, of which 4,213 were at more than 300 meters. He damaged 10 of the enemy, 2/3 of the enemy team, and killed 2 of them. So there was 8 tanks that were subsequently destroyed by other teammates. And then he also did damage assistance of 734 hit points and stun assistance of 2,931 hit points off 10 stuns. Now that's a huge total. So it showed he was really stunning the enemy a lot. In fact, sometimes he was hitting one enemy and stunning the one next door to him as well. On a premium account, he earned 88,487 credits. And he was fined 54 credits because he did actually stun the Conqueror up on top of the hill. So his total came to 88,433 credits. But after ammunition resupply, and again, the shells on the T92 are rather expensive. So he spent 30,000 on ammo and 20,000 on consumables, which left him only with 38,433 credits. But remember, this is tier 10 Arty. Tier 10 tanks don't normally make a profit, mainly because they keep shooting premium rounds, and that's why it's so expensive. Plus, of course, the repair costs are expensive for tier 10 tanks. But because he's Arty, he doesn't get damaged because he doesn't get seen by the enemy if he can help it. And of course, he fires very few premium rounds, which means he always, or nearly always, makes a profit at the end of the battle. Even if he was on a standard account, not a premium account, he still would have made a profit. So tier 10 Arty is profitable. He received 1,668 XP, but it was ×3 for the first victory of the day, so he actually took away 5,004 experience points in total. So great game. Now I can actually tell you this is the 1800th video, 1,800 videos by What Arty Noobs since we started. And so I'm sure that it's nice for Dave as co-founder of What Arty Noobs to celebrate the fact that this is our 1800th video with an ace tanker in the tier 10 SPG. So, if you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in your next video.